Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, featuring Jolly Glitter Spark and the Intrusive Thoughts, which would in fact make a good band name. If you're starting a band, you can have that one for free. Always been a fan of band names that are like X and the Y's. Anyway, let's murk some people. Who do we want to murk first? You're an adept. You're an adept. You're crappy little gobbos. What are you going to do? Nothing, that's what. Lantarv might try a few things here and there. You won't get far. You're just an acolyte. Yeah, there's like nothing threatening in here. Except us. So, let's start by sneaking over here. Okay, we got caught. Who saw us?
Brothers, sister.
I guess there's lots of people around, looking in our general direction.
I never learned the words.
Yes, you did.
What if we make it darker?
Can you hear?
Maybe that helps.
One's
Ciao!
of many thoughts.
Combat has begun. No, you just got wrecked. There you go. Now you've been wrecked again. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Adept? So that's a good start to the old rumble. We could action surge and just murk a few more people, but I don't think that's really necessary. What about you, Lantarv? Didn't enjoy that, did you? Down you go. How does Roa feel about all this? She's not paying much attention to all this fisticuff. Should we just murk an innocent? Why not? Why the heck not? Now, Minty, we should probably take down the other adept. We could also speed the fight up a bit by taking down a whole bunch of people over there. That would involve like an ice storm, though, or something like that, probably. And I don't think it's worth spending a high-level spell on any of these mooks. So let's just Ray of Frost that bad boy. And then Jolly can probably rush in. Haven't got advantage against target. What a bunch of bollocks. Well, we can booming blade the bugger. And then I guess we could flicker the rest of the bugger as well. Bam! Drop your weapon. Because you're dead. Wonderful stuff. What are you lot going to do? Not much, really, because you're level 1. This guy, though, it's like level 4 or something. He's blessed some level 1s. They didn't do much. But they're doing their best, and that's what counts. Now, you there. Yep. Yerl and Erna have joined the fight, perhaps. But they're yellow, so maybe it's fine. Astarion can just mow down some idiots. And that just leaves some gobbos. So, yeah, that'll do for your turn. Minty, do you want to take down a gobbo? Yeah, you do. One of the others just fell over because of how cool you are. And then Jolly can, let's see, work that one. Work that one. Who's left in the fight? Oh, you lot are hostile now, are you? You've decided, after all that murderizing, that you want a piece of us. That's a bold move. Polymorph? Do we even need to counter it? No, we'll just save against it. Cloud kill. Alright. That's something approaching a real challenge. And she saved on her concentration throws, because of course she did. It's kind of hard to concentrate when you're getting punched in the face though. Fatally punched in the face. Okay, we just hit nothing there. Very well. Let's see what you want to do about things. Not a lot. And then... yeah, Shadowheart's done for the turn. Minty! Can you hit anyone, or if I just moved you somewhere where you can't even reach buggers? Yeah. What a pain in the bum. Guess we could magic missile one of them. Nice. She says torment him like she means it. We like this. And then, yeah, with that bugger hiding behind a beam, there's not a lot Jolly can do this turn. I don't feel terribly threatened though, so... although, yeah, these guys are actually pretty good, but I guess that's because they've got cool consumables at their disposal. Where are you going? Where did that other bugger go? There she is. Yump. And then, can we sneak attack? No, because we don't have advantage. It's always worth a check. Starion probably wants to run after this one. Take them out. Can also jump over here and deal with this bugger. Nice. And then Minty can definitely finish this one off. And victory is ours. I'm surprised how much damage we took there. But so be it. Starion, do you want to load up on loot?
Tread lightly.
And he's encumbered. Of course he is. Where did Roa go? There she is. Now he's so encumbered. Where did we leave our chest of stuff? Drag your butt over to it, Starion, if you can find the damn thing. And then we will lighten your load. I suppose we can give a lot of the scrolls to Minty. Carrying capacity is more than a bit exceeded though. So let's chuck some things into a chest.
Come, we are rested enough.
Yes, we are, Minty. We're rested and we have dropped off a bunch of gear. Now, let's have a little stroll around Moonrise. We don't want to leave too many living things if we can help it. You guys haven't heard any sort of commotion out there? No? Do you not see that corpse right there? I guess you don't. Wonderful. Let's separate the crew again. Do the old sneak attack. Blam. Surprise, friendo. Range sneak attack. Down you go. Who else wants some? That guy does. Yep. I'll say the sleeping condition would wear off if you got hit with an arrow. It certainly seems to have for that chump. Ooh, healing yourself, are you? Charging straight into battle. I admire your guts. Soon they will be all over the floor. So you're level 4, you're level 4. You're a big idiot. So let's put you on your butt. Now we did pick up a hand crossbow somewhere on our travels. A near misser. We don't have 2 of them. We need 2 of them, I think. So you can't yet do bonus action attacks with Minty. Bam, get sneak attacked. Maybe put your weapon on the floor as well. No, alright then. But you are going to put yourself on the floor momentarily. Kablamzors. You can't be reached, but with a big bounce, you can head on over. And down you go. Wonderful. Can you do anything, Mig? You can slowly clamber to your feet. But are you surprised this turn? Maybe you're not. But you also can't walk very far. And a throw is the best you've got. Wonderful. Blam. Can we put sneak attack on as a reaction? Yeah, we can. So if I ever forget to attack with sneak attack, the game can be like, do you want a sneak attack? Is that what you'd like? That saves me on to try sneaking every turn, just to see if it'll work. Hopefully. We'll see how it works. I've not really faffed around with it before. Now, do we want to try much of anything here? Bam. Get snug. Maybe we can do the same on old Johnny. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. But that's another room cleared out. I doubt there's much going on out back here. Not really. There's a sleeping puss, so we'll leave them be. And then in here, we got an eye that we missed. It's just strolling around, observing the carnage that we've left behind. Doesn't seem terribly concerned about reporting it to anyone. So let's give it a bit of fisticuff. Except we can't because everyone's in the way. Even at point blank range though, Shadowheart's got an amazing chance to hit. And that could be it for threats in Moonrise. There's Arash, of course, but she seems fun, so we might leave her be for a bit. Let's just double check back in here where we fought Z'rell. I assume there's no one hanging around. Yep, it's all looking exquisite around here. I assume we took out the ogre upstairs. I know we took out the woman that hangs out with the necromites, Radija. We took out the dog. Yeah, we took out the ogre too. So, I believe we've pretty much cleared Moonrise. If we need to come back here later for any reason, we won't face a lot in the way of opposition. So that leaves a limited number of things to do. The primary one being visit the Grand Mausoleum. Let's just double check. The Dryad made it to Moonrise. Yeah. Yeah, they did. We found a moon lantern. Let's hide completed. We don't need completed. The Slayer now ravages our body. Yeah, it does. It's not very good though, so it's not going to ravage our body very often. So we did find Balthazar. But we haven't yet found Raphael's old enemy. So that is our next job. Hello, His Majesty. Are you being a good boy? I feel like you probably are. Now, which way do we want to be travelling next? I tend to get lost in this place. But here's some sort of device.
On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shah, surmount her trials, and rise a dark Justicia.
The Gauntlet of Shah. This place is legendary. I surrendered most of my memories to help protect Shah's secrets, yet I still remember the stories of the Gauntlet. The Dark Lady's finest warriors arose from this place. Now I'm here.
I guess you're going to become one of Shah's finest warriors then, aren't you? What are these trials, Shadowheart?
In order to join Lady Shah's elite, you had to pass her trials, then make a sacrifice in her innermost sanctum. One revealed only when you've proven yourself. Very few made it that far. I've dreamed of this place. This is my destiny. I must complete the trials.
Wonderful. We will help if we can.
Thank you. If I become a Dark Justicia, I'll have Lady Shah's highest blessing and her arsenal at my disposal. This will be good for all of us. Let's explore.
Let's do that.
Lady Shah. So many must have toiled to make a visage so grand. It's beautiful.
It's pretty cool. So let's have an explore of the place and see what we can see. Well, we've got Displacer Beast. Yomp. There it goes. Come here, kitty.
So much blood. What the hell has been happening here?
Something's wrong.
Why wasn't I invited?
This feels like a trap.
Marigons. Yurgir. And an umbral gem.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you. A new arrival, then. You burrowed too deep, little rabbit.
If I was burrowing, you'd never find me.
I would sniff you out in an instant. Prey like you always has a most distinctive scent. It's like... there's something else, almost hidden by your fear stink. Cherries. Musk. And sulfur. Raphael! I can smell him all over you. Where is he?
Wait, you know Raphael?
That perfume trickster swindled me. Trapped me.
Well, no trap is inescapable. Trust me.
Perhaps this is true of the mundane traps you know. But I am held here by something stronger. Words. A contract penned by that deceitful slug, Raphael. Where is he? Spit it out. Now!
What are you doing? The devil told us to kill this thing, so let's stop chatting and kill it.
Starion, I've got this. Let's share our experiences about Raphael. Perhaps we can help each other.
Bargaining, are you? A Karator warlord once tried the same. I made him watch as I ate his concubines in young, then fashioned a codpiece from his skull.
Cool.
Besides, I told you already, I'm bound to this place. Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave.
Well, I do happen to be an expert in such deals, and there is always a loophole.
Raphael is no foolish story devil. His mind is... different. Sneaky. Listen. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each right. Wander Shah's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justice here, alive to obey. Leave none to hear it, then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear it to me. Ah!
Well, that explains where all the Dark Justiciars went. A sharply authored contract. Your patron coils and drums in appreciation. The quill proves itself a mighty weapon. Especially one with a built-in loophole. The song's last couplet is a clause that's nearly impossible to fulfill.
That's it.
So he's the one who slaughtered the Justiciars. Can we kill him now? Because if he doesn't die, then Raphael won't tell me a damn thing about my scars.
Yeah, that was awful. Perhaps you should stick to killing.
Oh, I intend to. The lyrics are clear. All who hear the song must die. Time to die.
There you go, see, the lyrics are a trick. You've always had an audience, your followers. Get rid. Oof. Is that really the best we could do? Oh, it's just enough. Thanks, guidance.
The Merregons. They barely have a thought to share among themselves. But they do have ears. Kill yourselves. Back to the hells with you. I still hear it. Seems your theory is wrong.
Well, you're not finished yet. Displacer can hear you, can't she? Kill her. Oh my god. The same shit roll. Let's try again. Although we've lost friends this time. Not sure why. An even worse roll. What is wrong with these rolls? A 3? So that's a 5, a 1 and a 3. And the 5 was with advantage. We got a bonus of 9 to 12. We failed so many times. There we go.
Kill Nessa. Stay very still. My beauty. I still hear it!
Exactly. Kill yourself, complete the contracts, and you'll be reborn in Avernus. Free. Oh my god, a 2 with advantage. Although it only seemed to show us one roll there, so what happened with friends? And a 5. These are the worst batch of rolls in the history of the planet.
Maybe that's true. Maybe not. But I don't have to let you live in order to find out.
Oh well. Guess we're having a rumble then. That's fine. I would have just gone straight for the rumble if there was an option like, you idiot, you've killed everyone who was going to help you and now I'm going to wreck you. But given as there wasn't an option to chat shit, I thought I would try that final roll. I got advantage. Which means we can add a sneak attack. Good. Not sure how we got advantage when it's low ground and everything, but we'll take it. Maybe we'll take an extra turn as well. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Should we use a Misty Step? Hello. So I should just be able to attack, and it will tell me if I can rakishly sneak attack, right? Yeah. Wonderful.
Fight's gotten stale, love it. Stop embarrassing yourself. Let me end this.
Invisibility, you say? You've gone over there. I guess we can't do much with the Astarion then, because he can't see through invisibility. But we know full well where the guy is. He's just there. Do we have anything? I mean, we've got Shasa. Hello. Get chomped.
Fresh orders?
Now, Minty, what can you do from down here? Guessing not much of anything. You could do a little hop over there. And then come up a bit. But I think we're still probably... Yeah. Good magic missile. It's probably unnecessary because I think he's going to be down for the count soon enough. Although if I move Chads into a place where she can't do anything, might have done. So let's use another Misty Step. Hisk. Nice. Bam.
Suppose Raphael will be pleased, if nothing else.
This is where you fall down, friend. There he goes. So Raphael should be pleased. And we got another hand crossbow, which is fantastic news. So, let's give that to Minty before we forget. Let's slip that on, and the Nair Misser. So which is best? That one deals force damage on top of its regular damage. 1d6 plus 1 force. That deals 1d6 plus 5 piercing. But is that because that one is a... Yeah, let's swap them around. We want that one in the offhand. Because it's plus 2, so it's more likely to hit. So that seems wonderful. And now we're at level 9. Which is good. That's where I want to be, leaving Act 2. So what were we going to do? We're going to take one more level in Warlock. That'll give us a deepened Pact, which means we'll get an extra attack because of Pact of the Blade. And then we're going to go back to Rogue for the rest of our levels. It also gives us a level 3 spell slot. Counter spell's pretty amazing. And we're not really using our spell slots on Jolly all that much, so let's just take counter spell. Maybe we take Repelling Blast, just so we can push buggers off cliffs, because it's funny. Shadowheart's going to take one more level in Rogue, then go back to fight. So that will give her a new feat. And she's going to take Sharpshooter. So ranged weapon attacks have a -5 penalty to their attack roll when this is toggled on, but they deal an additional 10 damage. And our ranged weapon attacks don't receive penalties from high ground rules. Pretty amazing. It's like a core ability. If you're attacking with bows and you haven't got Sharpshooter somewhere in your build, what are you doing? Now, Astarion. We could go 9 and 3, but I think we'll go 8 and 4, so we'll give them another feat. What do we spend it on though? Because level 9 in Monk won't give us all that much, so we may as well go 8 and 4 and get the extra feat. But I haven't decided where I might want to spend it. We're already pretty alert, so maybe we don't need that. We could get ability improvement and get his dex up to 18. Is that necessary? Or do we just pick something different for the funsies? Mobile's kind of interesting. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks. But we're not moving after making melee attacks until everything's dead. So we don't need that. But your movement speed increasing, in general, could be useful. But then maybe Athlete. Jump distance increases by 50%. He's literally going to be able to fly around the entire map if we take that. Tough for extra HP's alright, I guess. Does Savage Attacker work with unarmed attacks? It suggests not, because it says when making melee weapon attacks. Yeah, quick check of Reddit tells me that no, it does not work, so that's out of the question. Maybe Athlete, just for the ridiculous bouncing around the map that we'll be able to do. And we'll take a point in Dex. What are we doing with old Minty? Taking a new spell, obviously. Cone of Cold, obviously. And that's everyone leveled up and ready for some more fun. So we should probably pop down and pick up this Umbral Gem before we forget. That might be required down the line. What you got, chest? Coin and Boots of Brilliance. Well, we haven't got bards, so let's add it to wares. We definitely don't require that at any point. Oh, what's this? Spider meat.
Well-chewed spider carcass oozes on the ground.
What's it smell like?
Sulfur, decay, and a thin whiff of something unexpectedly fragrant.
Really? I mean, a little lick can't hurt.
The meat tastes of rot and sour milk. Your stomach lurches, but your loins tingle. Was that arousal?
Rotten meat. That's what gets you going. Well, to each their own.
In amongst the rot is an unmistakable sweetness. Succubus spittle. The meat is charmed.
Interesting. Someone's dosed that dead spider with a love potion. And we enjoyed it. Now, our next step is probably just teleport back to the waypoint, His Majesty. And then we need to go and pop that Umbral Gem in its spot. Bonk.
Wait.
You detect the gentlest of presences disturbing the temple's ancient, stale air. It seems to encircle Shadowheart, welcoming her.
I felt something. A presence. What was it? What could it be? Here in the Gauntlet of Shar.
My lady. Shar. You may have felt her, but I heard her. She gave me a mission. There is a holy weapon hidden away. The Spear of Night. I have to claim it. Then use it to make her sacrifice in Lady Shar's inner sanctum. If I succeed, I'll become a Dark Justicia.
Alright, where is the spear?
There's a library in this place somewhere. That's where I need to look.
Let's move on. Perhaps this mission will prove real. Or not.
It's real. I felt her presence. I heard her voice. You'll see for yourself soon enough. We need to find that spear.
Then our goal is clear. Let's go find a spear.
Nothing of value comes easy. Overcome my trials and win my embrace.
I shall prove myself worthy, Lady Shar.
Better not be cursed.
Wonderful. Let's go and prove ourselves worthy to Lady Shar. Let's make Astarion do a lot of the work. That seems like a wise idea. So first we'll crack this door and stroll on through. Find a lever. That'll open up a path for us. guess we could have probably gone through that left door and we wouldn't even need to do that, but
Like visitors.
it's fine. We've also set up a trap, but it's fine. Then let's crack this bad boy as well.
Easy.
This one is easy. We can't fail unless we get a 1.
On my way.
And now we'll just stand there. Shadowheart, do your thing.
The bowl contains an ancient rust-colored bloodstain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly. You recognize this as a trial where initiates would prove themselves to Lady Shar. This one would put their skills of stealth and infiltration to the test.
In Shar's name.
Values those that can remain unseen and can...
Yeah, whatever. We'll just take the orb. Now, what were you saying, Shadowheart?
Moving in.
Ah, we've already completed the trial, so you've got nothing to add.
It hurts.
Very well. Ooh, the Sharon wound.
Countless initiates walked these halls once, seeking to become Dark Justiciars. I will follow in their path. I will succeed.
Yeah, you will. Now, the trial in here. Oh, did I remember to put Sharpshooter on? It's already on. Fantastic. Thanks, game.
Another bowl, bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering. Another of Lady Shar's trials that her initiates must face. This one would challenge their combat prowess.
This is going to be the only blood we spill in here. Except for the enemies.
Teaches us that we are our own worst enemy much of the time. Her embrace will elude us until we shed that which holds us back.
Wonderful. So let's go and find out who our enemy is. In the self-same trial. Who could it be? Where are they hiding? No, we've all failed a perception check. Wonderful. That wasn't part of the plan. And now we're surprised because of it. Guess we are going to take some hits. Well, perhaps not many, depending on how far the crew have to walk. Looks like Mint is quite a way away, which I'm pleased with. Although Shadowheart is really going for it there. Hold person? It's just rude. Right, Astarion's casting Scorching Ray. Let's counter it. Now we've got a real fight. So, Gnome is concentrating on hold person. And saving against our attacks. Okay. But now we've got a second attack. Oh, I should have Booming Bladed, shouldn't I? An Egypt. Well, that second attack is in place of a Dirty Trick, so it's not like we've gained 3 attacks or anything like that. But it's still pretty cool. So, Astarion and Shadowheart. Shadowheart's target is Shadowheart. Ouch. I should have probably taken off our weapons before we came in, but it's fine. They're presumably going to have as much trouble hitting me as I'm going to have hitting them. Now, Astarion versus Astarion. We've still got a great chance to hit. So let's do it. I am worried about Minty though. She's going to cast ice magic on everyone. Oh, our Minty is down. That's unfortunate. No. Oh, wait a minute. Have we, let's see. Looks like Psionic Backlash doesn't count as breaking the rules. Because we don't appear to have Cheater's Folly, so that's good. We can live with that. Now, where is Gnome? There they are. Oh, piss. Frig. Oh wait, we do have 3 attacks. Okay. Oh yeah, Minty was held, wasn't she? So it was like an automatic crit. What a pain. That's for Shadowheart versus Shadowheart. Yeah. Maybe I need to turn off Sharpshooter for this fight because of how high our defences are. 60%, that's much more like it. No, still not enough. Oh my god. What was all of that? At least Astarion is getting his job done. And when he's got his job done, yeah, he can now freely attack the others. Which means fake Jolly should be down in a moment. Oh, bloody hell, there goes Shadowheart. It's not going well, you know, this fight. I've never had this sort of trouble with this fight before. Bam. Booming Blade and Rakish Sneak Attack in one. And there goes another bugger. This is good. This is progress. But yeah. Fake Shadowheart has got crazy defense, it seems. And then Minty might throw out some more magic missiles, because she's just the worst. Now, Jolly. I think we'll start by sneak attacking this bitch, because she's the worst. And we've made her drop a weapon at least. That might help. But hopefully, yeah, down she goes. And then we can do a big old jump. Fisticuffs to fake Minty. I think we'll just... Oh, piss, I misclicked. I shouldn't be able to attack thin air It should be like, oh, you've got a target there. But no. And there goes Astarion. He's close to actual death. And now he's just immediately died because she hit him so many times. That's fine, we'll revive him. But where did Minty get to? There she is. Let's have some of that. Then, let's see. 2. We should be able to mock her a bit.
Like a summer's day, thou art sweating.
And she's counterspelled it. Unbelievable. Bit of Melf's acid arrow. Yeah. It's probably fine. Ah, frig.
Hey, my love, part 12, the boring opponent.
There we go. Victory is ours. Astarion can get rezzed, I suppose.
Take Hero.
That nearly ended me.
It did end you, you idiot. Jeez. What a fight. Never known anything like it. Maybe that's a sign of how well I've built the team. It's a vote of confidence. No, actually. Let's see. No, we disarmed Shadowheart, but she didn't leave her weapon behind. That might have been a thing in earlier patches, that you could disarm the shadows and then steal their weapons. It might still be a thing, but you have to do it prior to actually finishing them off for good. But either way, we've completed trial number 2, and it's time for a rest. Except we can't fast travel right now. Come on, crew. Does that apply when we're out here as well?
Moving ahead.
Maybe it does. We can't fast travel full stop, so guess we'll make our way back up the stairs. Astarion is heavily encumbered at this point thanks to his strength potion no longer working for him. Now, can all 4 of us go back to camp? No, because Astarion still has to catch up. So we'll just stand here and wait for him to drag his ass over. And now maybe.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shar, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Well, this sounds fascinating.
I'd appreciate a little less enthusiasm when it comes to Cazador and his horrors.
Oh, come, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. You should be quivering in anticipation. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Xar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
A ritual? What are you thinking, Astarion? You've been quiet. It's unsettling.
It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do?
I mean, there's a way to become a living vampire. That must mean a lot to you.
The idea definitely has appeal. I could get rid of the worm in my head and still walk in the sun. I'd finally be free of the hunger. And if I'm the key to this deal of Cazador's, perhaps I can turn this to my advantage. I need to take the fight to him.
Yeah.
And I need you to help me.
Of course. Yeah, we'll hunt him down and we'll kill him.
Thank you.
We like killing. It's what we do. But now it's bedtime. Now with bedtime over and buff time dealt with, it's also end of episode time. So join us next time and we'll see how Shadowheart gets on with the rest of her gauntlet. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.